Hello and welcome back to HoMM3, the Restoration of Erathia. So, another reason why I really like this interface is that even though it was the very first interface to be used in HoMM3, it's still really good. Like, the music was also composed specifically for this screen rather than the later screens that you see in the expansion packs and so on. So it fits much better. It's a nice theme too. It's really a shame that you very rarely get to see it anymore these days. Also, I checked, and indeed, HoMM3 was actually released after Might and Magic 7 for Blood and Honor. But it was released 1 month after, so basically it means that it was just developed and released at the same time. However, the plot of Might and Magic 7 for Blood and Honor takes place after the end of the plot for HoMM3, the Restoration of Erathia. So, even though the release was like this, it was quite clear that this game was supposed to probably come out a bit earlier. But anyway, another thing that I realized is that indeed I did not play through the tutorial before. So let's just very quickly go through it. Also, nice loading screens. I like those as well. Welcome to the tutorial. Whether you're new to the Hero series or a seasoned veteran, you've come to the right place. I doubt that. Click the check button when you're ready to begin. Oh yeah, print out the tutorial document, because that also exists, for no real reason. Because this is already way too handholdy. So we start with Lord Hart, level 1 knight. Some have said that Lord Hart's departure from Enroth was due to ties with the necromantic cult, but his service to the crown of Erathia has been as spotless as it was to Catherine Ironfist before the Succession Wars. It's also an interesting tie-in with the second game. Specialty is estates, 5% per level bonus estate skill. That's pretty good. If I could get Lord Hart as one of the heroes in the first scenario, that would be pretty good. Get the spellbook. And why do I not have a fort? I think the guide for the tutorial tells you what to build when. I'm going to completely disregard that build order. And then also I'll just take Ryan or Adela. Adela sounds good. Go take some things. More things. And I could win already if I wanted to, but I don't. It's armor, that sounds fine. And then there's something up here. Wow, this place looks creepy, and with good reason. It's cursed ground. Anytime you fight a battle on cursed ground, both you and your opponents lose any luck or morale bonuses currently in effect. We certainly don't want that to happen to us now, so let's follow the road east toward the waterfall. Is this pointless? Yes, it's pointless. Great. It's very strange, because they say that it negates luck and morale, but actually it negates the ability to cast spells above the first level. So I wonder what happened. This might have been like a beta thing. They changed what this means later on. Griffins. Trade, give the Griffins. Not like that. There we go. Oh yeah, and we can also not move our troops from the main screen. Down here. Uh-oh, as you approach, you notice several gnolls guarding this item. Do you wish to fight them? Hint, say yes, you should win this fight easily. Oh man, gnolls. Also, I cannot use the spellbook anymore during the intro music. That's another thing that the HD mod improves. Oh. Easy enough. And we got the Greater Knoll's Flail. Plus 4 to attack. Messages can also be placed on signs. Ahead you will see 4 other types of mines. Flag them all, then continue southwest. Sure thing. First, Adela can look around this place. It is completely pointless. Great. In our town, we can build a blacksmith. Also a blacksmith, except with a lot more options. And there's the town, Cinderspire. Now, if this was a reasonable scenario, it would be pretty much suicide to try and attack this with what I have. But this is not a normal scenario. Above you looms a dreaded Inferno town. The presence of a citadel means the town has at least basic defenses, so it's a good thing you stopped at that war machine factory. Anyway, just to make sure you have no trouble with this fight, a few archangels have agreed to assist you. Good luck. Yeah, that kind of defeats the whole challenge of this fight. Because 5 archangels can just destroy everything. Also, this is not a citadel, this is a fort. Yeah. We can heal some of the damage to the archangels. And not even half of one is taken down. So no challenge here. It's growth magic. Yeah, I kind of think that they're teaching the people here kind of the wrong message, because we're not supposed to randomly get 5 archangels when going to random towns. So yeah. Ship. Is there a point to the ship? I don't know. I guess there is a point to the ship. Ah yes, we are being railroaded into the correct place. Because there's one thing that we need to find in this scenario. No, I don't have a tavern. Aha, there's an enemy out there. But we still have those 5 archangels, so there's no problem fighting anything in this scenario. And also we got a capsule. There's Charna. Oh man, whatever shall I do? Oh, with ethics. Hey, rude. They still have some spell points. But I don't have slow, that's a bit of a problem. Yeah, let's do this. Yep, that's what I expected. Now we resurrect these guys. And there we go. No losses. These ballistics, sure. And we've got the only obelisk in the scenario, and it shows that the Grail is here. And getting the Grail is, in fact, our ultimate goal. There's Scuttleboat, but there's no summon boat. Interesting. So now we know that the Grail is here. So what we can do is get Ryan to help us out with the Grail. I don't know what else is there in the water. I guess there's nothing in the water. So just dig. Incidentally, you can do that on day 2. Because the place of the Grail is static. So there really is nothing stopping you from doing that. And there we go, we have won. Congratulations, you have constructed a permanent home for the Grail and can claim victory. This is the Colossus. The presence of the Colossus increases weekly creature regeneration by 50%, provides your kingdom with an additional 5,000 gold each day, and increases the morale of all allied heroes by +2. So that more than doubles the capital. It's quite interesting that the the writing here flickers. It's not just on your end, it's on my end just as well. And of course the dragon is very low resolution. And there's no sound either. Also interesting that it reads the username, I suppose, from my system. Ah, there's the music. Tutorial, woo. Okay, so enough doing silly things. Let's go back to Long Live the Queen. Returning from Miram, a scout enters the Caryatid courtyard and reports, Miram is under occupation by EFO and Nion troops. Okay, so I guess all of the towns that are around here are occupied. Even then, I think I still want to have another hero. Yeah, I can take Sanya just for the troops. Because otherwise I might lose some resources. Griffins are the fastest, right? Oh, well, a marksman is faster. Or rather, just as fast. So I can do this. Now Sanya can get on boats and get all these resources. Otherwise I might lose those. Okay. So let's continue on to this place. Lots of infernal troglodytes, but there's a redwood observatory and that's very important. Oh, also there's wood. Let's take that later. Okay, blacksmith. Already got a ballista though. Marketplace. Oh yeah, what's the other hero? Deemer with a meteor shower. It's not bad, but it's not what I want either. Well, Troglodytes don't want to fight. Got an orbit. So you will see that there's a lot more messages that are popping up, because the HD mod disables most of the messages. I should probably make use of this opportunity to actually read those messages, because I almost never do. One of your aides approaches and hands you a scroll, mentioning that the scout who just delivered it was suffering from numerous injuries. You unfurl and read the scroll. Plymouth is occupied by Eofol's troops. Yeah, that seems like a pattern. Either Eofol, which is the Kriegans, or Nyon, which is the Dungeon Overlords. Along here. Let's take the pikeman too. And here we go, we got a city hall. The whirlpool is free for us since we have only one troop. Nevertheless, I first want to get these resources. I could also fight with these enemies, but I don't think there's much of a point, because there's plenty of experience to go around in this scenario. Including this Tree of Knowledge. Stables are nice. Start building that citadel and castle. Leading his griffin mount, a scout bearing the cuts of arrows and harpy scratches approaches, kneels and delivers his report. General, Trelia is under the strong hand of Nyon monsters. Yeah, harpies. Pulled a shipwrecked survivor from certain death in an unforgiving ocean. Grateful, he rewards you for your act of kindness by giving you the Ring of Life. There's a lighthouse, not owned by anything. And here are the power-ups. So let's get there. Oh. I can get to the water wheel right on day 7. It's Splendid. And that's the second whirlpool. The hounds don't want to fight. And there we have the capital. Oh, it's also quite far. So, what heroes do we get? Sorsha with Swordsman. Odia with Fortune. It's not a very bad hero, so I might as well take it. Oops. Leadership is quite important in this game. You will see why in a bit. Okay, let's start building the other buildings. I should also save every now and again, because there's no autosave, since that's the base game. Sound of music brings you to a small garden, where you are able to sneak up on a leprechaun who is happily dancing about in the clearing. Capture him, and in exchange for his freedom, he guides you to a small pot filled with precious things. 5 gems. I have more knowledge, so I can now get the magic ball. You drink from a well, and it refills your spell points to maximum. Okay, there's also this witch's hut, so I wonder what that has. Okay, monastery. Ideally I would visit that with Sanya though. But hopefully this is nothing too bad. Oh, ballistics. The ancient witch living in a strange hut welcomes you, teaching you ballistics for her own inscrutable purposes. Disrupting ray. Right, we need that spellbook. Yes, I need the stables for training rounds. There's another boat. And actually, there is Plymouth right there. And we can see that it's under EU full occupation. Well, now we know where one of the towns are. Hounds. Reference out of this. Sorsha, meanwhile, can give a whole bunch of troops. Actually, let's do this. And go back to the stables. Sorry. To upgrade them. Because that's a reference to the second game. There we go, we got everything from the sea. Let's just take the shortcut. And not be right next to the shore. That will not end well. Ah, there's a hut of the Major. Looks like there's a lot of artifacts going around here. So let's try to go to this place. Swan Pond. Childhood stories said that a scarlet swan was a portent of good fortune. You decide to rest here for the remainder of the day. That's why you lose all your movement points when you do this. The Stables Master offers to provide your army with horses, increasing your movement for the remainder of the week and upgrading all your cavaliers to champions. This is the only such upgrade spot left in this game, as opposed to the second game where we had quite a few other ones. And I keep forgetting to buy the spellbook. I wanted to have Sorsha go back anyway, so that's fine. So I want to upgrade the monastery. Why, hello there, Zyron. It's a good thing I was not next to the shore. That indeed would have ended very poorly. A whirlpool engulfs your ship. Some of your army has fallen overboard. No, it has not. I don't have any army to fall overboard. Alright, so this is all fine. Let's continue on this path. Upgraded the barracks. So now I have Crusaders, I have Zealots. Still regular Griffins, regular Archers, and regular Pikemen. Nevertheless, this is a pretty strong army, and let's not forget that spellbook. Thank you. Disrupting Ray. More Pikemen. This is already visited. But Sorsha also needs to visit all the power-ups. So let's do that. Sanya, on the other hand, does not. And before I upgrade something else, I need to build the Griffin Bastion for more Griffins. Monk sitting in the center of a garden invites you to meditate with him. You do, and after a short time you feel enlightened with knowledge. You found several of the best astrologers of the land gathered at a star axis. Happy to have some company, they teach you how to use the sun, moon, and stars to enhance your spellcasting ability. All demons don't want to fight. The Hellhounds do want to fight. Well then, we'll see how that goes. They're not very confident in their abilities though. So my power is 2. Could be better. Are they blessable? They are very blessable. So let's bless them. Ow. Oh. I was expecting more. That works. Oh, they go first. Lost 2 Griffins. Oh well. Also gained 600 experience. Black Dragon Growth +5. That does not bode well for us since we're fighting Nion. The head groom approaches leading a fine-looking warhorse. The steed will help speed O in your travels. Alas, his endurance will wane with a lot of heavy riding. Add, you must return for a fresh mooned at the star of the week. That's interesting. I don't know who made these mistakes. Also, I have found the most artifacts. I think I missed a hint that is specific to this scenario, though. Well, in any case, let's continue upgrading everything. There's the one. So before I do something, let's look at... See, both of these are good. +1 to gems is actually really good for our case, because we need a lot of gems for the angels, so I think I'll get both. And that's Melody again. Okay, so Saurug can carry the troops. He already has Spellbook. No, that's going to be fine. Oh, both Elven Chariot. Archery +5. While clearing, you observe an ancient artifact. Unfortunately, it's guarded by several zombies. I can fight several zombies. Simple enough. And I got the Glyph of Gallantry. And last but not least, let's remember to get Adelaide. Oh, Pyre with another ballista. Also basic logistics, which is better. But still, I don't really want someone from a different alignment in this case. The one... rather wait a bit until I can upgrade the archers and the pikemen. But yes, I think this is our core team then. Following Queen Catherine's example, Sorsha joined the ranks of the Erathian military, quickly proving herself as a master of swordplay. She was granted her first command shortly after the Kriegans arrived in Erathia. Elida? Caught at sea during a storm, Elida was shipwrecked on the shores of Vori, home of the Snow Elves. She trained with them for some 20 years, and upon her return to Erathia, discovered that no time had passed in her absence. That's interesting. And I guess that explains the specialty of Frostring. Saurug. It is believed that Saurug once studied alchemy in an attempt to make himself wealthy. Though unsuccessful, his magics have made him of great value to the armies of Krulod. So, he is still kind of an alchemist then. Alright, well, that will be all for now. And next time we will continue exploring this place. See you all then. Later.